whole city has known peace. But now, that time is over. Whoever controls the Doomsday device controls our fate.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have the team setting up behind us for game number 7 of the show match series. Optimus Tom and Element going to be bringing you guys the action here. CompLexity, Curse Academy, both of these teams have struggled for a very long time in these games. But, I mean, CompLexity, they've taken the majority of the games in this series. Curse Academy, they're fighting for pride right now. They're also, the players are fighting for this wonderful Infinite Crisis MVP trophy. I'm going to put it down before I drop it.
That's the angelic voice that I shot out there for how great the trophy is.
You know, if I drop it in this universe, I drop it in 52 multiverses.
I wasn't aware.
Then I'm totally screwed.
There would be no more trophy for
But
them.
I would have the most destruction score.
Hey, this guy.
All right. Well, we are in the game lobby right now, and we're gonna have the players picking up their champions here. And as we can see, Prowley has already kind of coined the term. He's naming himself already CompLexity Prowley MVP in quotation marks right there.
That's, you know what?
And
I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed right now.
Super already locking in Doomsday here, not picking up someone that can go for a lot of kills, renaming himself CompLexity's team player.
Well, hopefully these guys will still fight it out. Who do you think is going to get the MVP? I mean, we've seen Chuper taking these different, I guess, champions in different roles every single game, and he's managed to keep up despite, you know, Prowley's incredible ability to get a bunch of kills on Flash. So, what do you think? Do you think he's going to be able to beat him? Do you think so?
I'm not too sure about that. I mean, I'm thinking
Oh, look at this.
I wanted to point out the fact that there are currently 10 super strengths in the game.
Yes.
That means that we can kind of expect these players to, right out of the get-go, pick up cars.
I want to see a 10-man car pile up, just running each other in the middle.
If you wanted to see that, there's like a highway right over there where you could check that out.
LA drivers,
LA
right?
traffic.
Am I right?
Am I right? What's with airline food?
Sorry, you guys. Getting a little silly here up in the caster's booth.
I'm getting a little excited because this is the last pro match here. We're going to decide the MVP, and it's going to be done in a Demolition Derby style with 10 super strength superheroes and villains.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen any of this kind of like fun side of the players. Everyone's been playing pretty seriously in these matches. I think they might know that, you know, hey, this isn't, you know, only people really two fighting right now are Prowley and Chuper anyways, so this is a good time to have some fun, I think. Good thing to show off, you know, some of the abilities in the game, and I honestly am really excited to see this match.
Well, the thing of it is, too, we have Chuper on a character like Doomsday, who's very beefy and very tanky. Even though he's going to be somebody that's going to come into these matches and pretty much, you know, be in the front line, he doesn't die all too often.
Oh my gosh, the cars. The cars, look. Here they come.
Oh, I'll take this out of a car. Where's this car? Oh, he's too young, he can't drive. Poor Altec. Oh, there we go. Well, it looks like we're going to have a 10-car pileup coming in. Look at all the explosions going off. Oh, man, unfortunately, it looks like that they're going to be taking a lot of damage from that one. Gaslight Batman already going to wind up dropping down. Probably gets that kill. Off to the other side, they're chased after MIA and Nick, who's actually picked up a non-Joker character. I didn't even notice that one. They're going to be trying to fight behind point number 1 over here. One Bad Brad being chased down by Prowley, trying to cut him out. Prowley says not worth it, protecting the KDA. Runs away from that one. And it looks like we might have Curse Academy taking their first .1 of the matches.
Oh my god. No wonder. We're finally seeing Curse Academy make the leeway in their first time getting this top capture point before CompLexity does. And we actually do have a little bit of fight going on here. Lattimore is going to be taking a lot of damage. So is Gretzky, but he's going to hightail it out of there, dashing away, escaping just by the nip of his heel, leaving Altec to survive just barely here, having to pick up the HP. Unfortunately, the slam wasn't there quick enough, and Altec's going to be taking a lot of damage. He's going to throw that ham. Little snap traps are going to come out, and they are going to be able to slow him down, biting at his heels. We do have Altec baiting that out with the invulnerability. One Bad Brad trying to, vanish right over Mr. Punchy, actually going to miss, and he's actually taking a lot of damage, but he's going to be able to win there. And now we have the MVP, or they're either the self-proclaimed MVP, coming in and picking up a kill.
Wow, that was very team player-like of Prowly right there, coming in to save Trooper. As soon as that bench phase time comes in, though, he wants to hightail it the heck out of there. Swing Gretzky says, here, I'm going to get you an MVP prize. So there's a car in Prowly's face, but Atomic End now taking a lot of damage here. A lot of Mortis, MIA, and Prowly are all here. Prowly uses that flash attack, winds up running through all of them. Gonna loop back around that. It looks like MIA's taking a brunt of the damage here. Swing Gretzky gets that F equals MA off, gets those 3 auto attacks down, and picks up the kill on Joker. A lot of Mortis' Wonder Woman now trying to tank off as much as possible. Gets a bit of cleave damage off there, kills her drone, as well as getting Swing Gretzky extremely low. A lot of Mortis goes down there as Altec rolls in, and Prowly, well, runs off to try to pick up a newspaper machine, but I don't think that works.
No, I don't think that works either. But we do have another team fight breaking out here, and we do have team player Trooper coming in here on Altec, trying to dish with as much damage as possible, keeping him busy, while MVP tries to run around doing all this stuff. Sitting back on the invisibility, he's going to actually get out of there and go back to base. He's deciding this is a bad situation. I want to get out. And actually, we talked to him a little bit before. I said, are you going to go in and do those suicide missions like we've seen before? He said, hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm hightailing it out of there every single chance I get. I'm going to leave him to die. And that's exactly what happened. We see team player taking one for the team, allowing Prowly to run away.
Rest in peace, Trooper. He was a trooper indeed, but it looks like he's going to going down here. I'm actually going to keep the scoreboard up for a second here so you can see how things line up. Currently, Prowly is 1-0-1, whereas Trooper, he is 0-1-0. So unless Trooper picks up a kill sometime soon, Prowly's in a slight lead right now. But Altec is going to be defending this point, locks him up with that rat storm. Prowly goes down, so there's a kill there. MIA, though, throws out that last laugh, barely alive, trying to cut away from Atomic End. He will live to fight another day, but with barely any HP, he needs to pick up these health relics.
Yep, and we can see Atomic and he's kind of going, man. And then we can actually see MIA on the Joker. I don't think we've actually seen him play the Joker until this game, and he's actually going to encounter Doomsday, and they're going to have to do this 2v1 on Atomic. He's going to get slammed into the wall, hopefully knocked up. Actually, Mr. Punchy's missing there, so he's not going to get stunned, hitting that invisibility shield. Yeah, field rather, hitting that HP, getting it back, and Atomic's going to be his typical bruiser self, fighting each other back to back right here.
Well, there goes the Bat Streak coming up and dominate cross map. Not going to wind up hitting anybody at all. Car goes down. Altec tries throwing that one at MIA. Atomic dropping down very low. Trooper, is he going to get the kill? No, MIA takes that one from him. So that's going to be a kill picked up by the Blaster Master, the Joker. But he's going to wind up going down to his Enforcer Bruiser counterpart, Gaslight Joker, as Altec winds up picking up that kill. One Bad Brad thrown out of Mr. Punchy, walking in between a rock and a hard place. One of them being Doomsday, one of them being Wonder Woman. Tries to get out of there, but he is going to wind up running back to the safety of Gaslight Joker. So the Blue Legion CompLexity Gaming backs off for now.
Exactly, and we can see these guys, I have to point out that they seem to be forgetting they have cars. They can keep throwing cars at each other. I want to see more explosions, you guys. I want to see more pileups.
Well, we had Prowly using his ultimate to try to kill Secure right there, but Nick would wind up picking that one up for his team, so that's going to be another one going over to the Green Lantern. CompLexity Gaming, they're actually down in the health of their power core there, but a really good shield to a drone, throws out the lasso. Wonder Woman winds up getting a nice snag there onto Dominate, and that's going to be a kill for Prowly. Tank it up with that ultimate, taunting him away, not going to take any damage, but Altec just chasing down Prowly, saying, no, you're not going to wind up winning this MVP award. Altec's going to get locked up there by Lotta Mortis on Wonder Woman, and it looks like now that 3 members strong of the Red Squad against only 2 of the Blue Legion for CompLexity Gaming means it might be a little bit troublesome, but fighting under that turret, Prowly's going to wind up going down as Lotta Mortis says, see ya, and gets the heck out of there.
Yeah, but we can see Atomic's still sitting there on this. He's going to kind of capture this despite having a little bit of drones running around trying to get him. But those are ready to drop down relatively quickly, and we actually might have a little bit of action going up here top Then they got a teleport coming in from Atomic. He's going to try to save his turret, or rather as much as fast as he can. We do have the Bad Ultimate flying across the map, ultimately missing him though. MIA getting pursued by Swing Gretzky. Last lap going out, Poison hitting him. He's going out, but unfortunately he's going to use his ultimate to negate all that damage. He's going to come back out and punch him right in the back, dropping him down for the finishing blow. Very
nice kill picked up there by Swing Gretzky. Awesome utilization of his ultimate there. Dodges that poison damage. Once again, gets some more damage down onto MIA and is able to secure himself a kill. Now we have what looks to be just morning traffic going through the middle of Gotham Park. Gotham Heights here hasn't really seen any new traffic patterns in a while, I guess. But it is a middle point capture from the side of CompLexity Gaming anyway. We have actually Swing Gretzky the car over his head as well. His car's going to wind up exploding down as Cheaper goes in. Another one gets thrown down by Lotta Mortis. They're going to try to corner him at the same time. Probably went south with his car. He's over by point forward. Throws that one down onto Atomic and an Altec. A plane winds up crashing too. This is the weirdest pile-up on the highway I've seen in forever, Elements. Looks like they want to try to pick up another kill here on Atomic and at the same time they did want to pick up a kill over in that top lane area. There goes Atomic and Shazam falling down once again to MIA this time around. And now CompLexity, they're fighting back. They're ahead in kills, but they're behind in capture points 3-1 with one being neutralized.
Yeah, but you can see them constantly moving around the map and trying to, gain a little bit of leeway here. But we do have, a couple of guys pushing up here top. They're going to be trying to go towards that top capture point. We don't have anybody contesting it at the moment. Swing Gretzky's trying to, but we do have a little bit of action going on here in the bottom right-hand corner. MVP, Pirali, coming in here. He's sitting in that invisibility field. He's actually back. Oh, Mr. Punchy barely missing it. He would have stunned him and would have been able to finish him off with his team there. But as you can see, as we told him before, he was going to hightail it out of there. But actually, you can look at his score. He's out only 3-2. He's actually died twice, more than we've seen Pirali die in probably any of the matches. He called that he wasn't going to be dying that much, and he's already died twice.
Maybe he should just go back to that suicide style, and people just assume he's not worth any money whatsoever because he's been dying so much. But we have Atomic and popping the Shazam down onto MIA. Nick was trying to supply supplemental damage to keep his ally alive. Joker will go down to Joker, but Green Lantern picks up Gaslight Joker, so with his big tank away, he's going to have to run away. We have the bat screen coming down from Dominate under the name of Johnny Rue this time around. He's going to wind up trying to get in there. A Vanish goes off from one bad Brad. Lotta Mortis comes in. Lasso lands. He's going to wind up picking up a kill. Actually goes to Prowley. Now Dominate in a world of trouble. Plane goes down. See you later. That's going to be Nick Wu with another kill for himself. Prowley does want to get in that health pack. He's going to stay alive. Flash attacks out of there, and Atomic and trying to give chase, but instead he wants to defend this control point. Turret takes 2 shots and 1 punch from Atomic and going to be enough to drop Nick Wu.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to really do too much there. They had to, kind of fight it out and go back. But we do have another team fight going here. Atomic just hitting Flash against the wall, and it seems like he just suckered him in the side of the face there and dropped him down. I love the way they, the cast animations or the rather just, auto attack, especially melees. When they do a finishing blow, it looks like it's, a real fight, and they're already getting almost knocked out at the end of it. I really love how that looks.
Yeah, the visuals in this game are obviously one of the best effects ever. I mean, we've been talking about things from the dropping of the plane, the exploding of the surprise boxes from the Joker, all the sorts of awesome visual effects and detail that went into this game, the cars you can pick up and explode, the destructible debris, how everything kind of reacts, and it just all comes together to make one of the more visually appealing MOBA games I've seen for a very long time. But speaking of being visually appealing, Crowley with these kills, using that ultimate to avoid damage, using it to just knock them up and take them down, picks up 2 quick kills in rapid succession, one on one Brad's Joker, one on Altec's Gaslight Joker, keeping it thematic for style points, I assume, giving his Blue Legion from CompLexity Gaming an opportunity to take the dual shot cannon in the middle.
Yeah, and we can see another car coming in, the police cruiser getting exploding in there, getting right in there and just doing a lot of damage overall. And we have Nick Wu sitting here on the, Green Lantern. He's actually going into melee range as a blaster type champion versus, oh, there is a plane coming down. He thought he could finish him with it, and that was the bait for it. Oh my gosh. Despite, being such a squishy blaster type champion, he, fighting the Enforcer that close, he was confident in his abilities. He's like, I got my ultimate up, I got, my stolen powers up, I can take this guy, and that's ultimately what we saw there.
Well, as much as the kills we've seen going to the side of CompLexity Gaming, Curse Academy is actually winning this game. 395 energy on their power core still. They're 209 of CompLexity. They've got them 3 capped to 2 almost the entire game. One thing that CompLexity has been getting, though, as we said, the second capture point in the middle, that orbital meteor strike going to them as well. It's going to be 25 plus 25 going down from the side of Curse Academy's power core. So CompLexity, if they could just hold on till that third or fourth one, they can completely turn this game around. But Curse Academy, they just need to maybe pressure 1 or 2 more points and kind of seal the deal away from them.
Yep, and we have, you know, a little bit of action going on here on the left-hand side. Lattimore hitting those little traps. Gonna get that HP to heal right him back up. We do have Doomsday coming in, but they are gonna actually back to their base, leaving nothing really to happen. We do have a little bit of action going on here. Flash using up, burning that ultimate, and Swing Gretzin's gonna be taking a lot of damage, but he's gonna finish off Green Lantern before going, or rather dashing out of there. He's gonna have to kite this around, getting that HP. That's another great thing about Flash is that he goes in, he goes out, he does his damage, he makes himself invulnerable, and then he dashes out to get HP and then comes back. That's why Flash has been, you know, seen so, like, I guess, professionally played in that sense, is that, you know, he has the ability to go in and engage and disengage all in one in his kit.
Well, now we do have this side of Curse Academy. They're trying to capture more points. CompLexity does have them 3-2 cap right now. Altec and Atomic and the Spell Shield was popped. They want to pick up a kill here on MIA, so the Blaster is gone, and the only thing left is the Bruiser in CompLexity's team player, Chuper. Unfortunately for him, he's sacrificing it all for the team. He is 0-2-2 right now. Probably the other one in contention for the MVP spot is currently 8-4-7. So Chuper, well, he's going to need a Chuper miracle on this one to try to take that award. And he's going to try to get it here on Altec. He runs him into the wall. That's going to be a knockdown. He wants to get the full combo down from his Q. That's going to be a knockdown. Again, a teleport coming in. The Ben Space Time will transport Lauda Mortis up here, saying, here, Chuper, let me try to help you out with that one. But Chuper instead, he's going for drone kills.
Yeah, and even if you get these drone kills, you can get those credits. And those credits are going to buy you even increasingly strong artifacts. As we saw in the previous game today, we had Nick Wu with over, or rather 100, breaking the first 3-digit, you know, score on killing drones. So you're going to get tons of credits, and it's actually the most fun because he did that. If you're able to just sit alone and farm these drones, you're going to get higher level and you're going to get more credits. So you're going to be really strong.
Well, now we have probably picking up yet another kill right there onto Atomic, and that's going to boost him up to 9, I believe. No, actually, that one wanted to go into a lot of Mortis, who's 2-1-6 himself. Now we have Altec coming in. He's probably just getting the heck out of there as soon as he showed his face. Bottom side of the map, to capture point number 4. One bad Brad took that one away from the side of CompLexity. He's going to try to come in and defend it, but he wants it going down to Nick Wu right there, as well as Lauda Mortis, who actually gets the kill credit. At the same time, Chuper does want to pick up a kill on Gaslight Batman solo in the mid. Now the triple shot cannon has been armed, so that's going to be blue side CompLexity Academy. Chuper's the only one taking it. No one else is in the area. Looks like that might be going to him and him alone. That's going to be 3 meteors, 75 damage altogether. Swing Gretzky comes in to try to stop him, and Chuper says, oh, you want to try to stop this? I'm just going to pound you into the ground right there. Ultimate goes off, so he's going to wind up getting a knockdown on the Chuper. Still taking through a lot of that damage. Shazam has come in here. Atomic and trying to mix things up. Chuper goes down. Swing Gretzky getting more damage down on Lauda Mortis. Atomic End's going to try to get some action started onto him. Try to pick up a kill. Not going to work though. MIA taking a brunt of the damage. Throws that surprise. Vanishes away. And Nick Wu's actually going to come and pick up that kill. Down comes the plane. But Atomic End has still yet to fall. Curse Academy going to protect and try to take over that middle point.
Yeah, and you can see these guys moving in here. We actually have MIA trying to, you know, bait out as much as he possibly can, throwing down that surprise, and Batman swinging into his death there. You know, those little snap traps are going to bite at your heels, you know, the little teethies, they're going to slow you, they're going to do damage to you, and that's ultimately what happened there. We also have Nick Wu shooting out missiles. We do have one bad Brad vanishing in and vanishing out because he just gets destroyed there, and Doomsday just smashed him right in there.
Well, Joker just did a magic trick there. He wanted to show how he could disappear, but even he didn't know how the outcome of that was going to go. Probably actually just beats upon poor Atomic and Shazam right there, picking up another kill for himself. Now, not only does CompLexity have 3 capture points to 2, they are going to be arming this triple shot, so that's going to be minus 75 here. Going to be 120 to 170 fairly soon in favor of CompLexity. Ham goes out. Altec's going to try to stop this, and he will for the time being. He is extremely tanky, but is probably just have too much damage. Actually, we see Chuper being the team player, catching him off the platform, but in comes Dominate to try to stop the capture point. Altec wants it going down. One bad Brad is still in here. Crowley runs away, and Chuper, the team player, he's trying to catch at this point. Not going to work. He might wind up going down. Looks like we're going to have Dominic coming in from the side. But in comes Nick, who's saying, listen, if Crowley's not going to help you, I will. But that capture point has still been denied by Curse Academy.
Yeah, and you can see these guys moving around, and you can finally see, oh, never mind, the ultimate coming out front, Flash finishing off the Joker on the right-hand side there, and now it's just Nick Wu left to fight Shazam here with MVP for Ollie here, with Latimore's coming in on his favorite there. That's Wonder Woman coming in, and now they're going to be able to 3-cap this fight pretty quickly. If the flash doesn't come in here, Swing Gretzky's going to have to make a play. And now you can see him coming in, the Constrict coming out, the ultimate coming out. He's going to negate all that damage again. But never mind, a plane comes and lands right on his face, dropping him down. He's barely living with a sliver of health. Alltech's going to have to do that. He's just going to kite this around. Oh, trying to bait it out with his invulnerability, but he goes down as well. So it looks like the Blue Legion having the advantage here, throwing more members in over and over and over again, and they continually come in. It looks like the Red Squad just doesn't have enough or what it takes to defend this any longer.
I don't think they do. The Blue Legion just continues to pile in. CompLexity Gaming going to take this one. And you know what? That flash died so fast that he just burned an after image in there until he respawned. No Curse Academy members in sight. Triple shot cannons aren't in favor of CompLexity. We're going to see these meteors falling down across the map fairly soon. Those are going to be hitting in multiple places. First, they're going to be up between points 1 and 2 to actually cut off the majority of that area between these 2 points leading to the middle. Swing Gretzky going to get last lap there by MIA. He wants to pick it up 2 kills for himself right there. Probably not going to get the kills for those, but he will credit himself with the assist. And now CompLexity Gaming turning this one around after Curse Academy had a lead for so long.
Yep, and you can see the last lap coming out from One Bad Brad, trying his best, but the MIA using Banish on the Joker to get out of that bad situation. Doesn't matter, Mr. Punchy right to the face, knocking him out cold. And speaking of being knocked out cold, getting slammed down by a safe by Nick Wu right on his face.
Looks like a Ben Space Time might be coming in. Who will be coming in from? Nobody, actually. They cancel that one, decide against it. Now Team Player Trooper going to be capturing that point, and he will all by himself. That is going to be a 4-1 cap for the side of CompLexity Gaming. Meteor's actually going to fall dangerously close to Curse Academy's base over here. That'll be 15 seconds from now, though. I don't know if this fight's going to still be going on. Plane goes down, misses Altec. Altec's going to get hit with a safe instead. That's Niku picks up one. Probably picks up another one on Shazam in the backside. Now he's coming in, gets a double kill there. He picks up Gaslight Batman. A lot of mortars trying to chase that on One Bad Brad. Why is he going to throw out the surprise right there? He will. It slows them down for the time being. Probably gets that flash attack. He's in range. He's very low though, but so is One Bad Brad, and Trooper takes that kill there. Not being a team player, this time buffing his own KDA ever so slightly. CompLexity Gaming running away with this one.
Yep, you can see Alltech coming in here doing a lot of damage on Green Lantern. He just gets dropped down. Nothing he can really do, you know. He probably thought there, I'm not even going to run. This does over. And we can see them taking, you know, trying as hard as they possibly can, you know. Curse Academy, there's a little engine that couldn't do it all this series, just like how I couldn't even say that sentence. That's exactly what happened to Curse Academy here. You know, unfortunately, they have had close games, but it seems like CompLexity is your overall victor and complete winner, winning 6 out of the 7 matches. Congratulations to CompLexity.
And CompLexity definitely showed that they had the team cohesion, the capture point control, and the stuff to wind up being Infinite Crisis champions here. Out of the 7 games show matches, they won 6 of them. Curse Academy only 1 under their belts, but man, did they ever put up a heck of a fight in these games. This last game even going down pretty darn close, almost as close to that second game, but we didn't have that 4th giant meteor strike coming down at all. Niku actually takes the cake at 21, 9, and 15 in that game, but probably buffering his own KDA with 16, 4, and 14. Team Player Trooper 3, 3, and 11. I don't know if that's going to help his stats all too much, but on the flip side, Curse Academy, Swing Gretzky 10 and 8, consistent throughout the entirety of all of these matches, including the blended play. And actually, Altec on that Gaslight Joker, a pretty decent score, 8 kills and 5 assists for him.
Yeah, they did a really good job of doing that, and I thought, you know, we saw them take the first capture point. It was like a revolution in their play. We're like, oh my God, they got it. They can make it this time, and unfortunately, that wasn't the case. And they ended up losing the game again. So bad luck, I suppose.
Well, we've had some awesome things come out from these players. Not only were all 7 of the matches very awesome to watch and very close kind of matches, but we also had them pulling out all the stops to showcase you guys what is in Infinite Crisis. We had the 10-man car pile up in the top map point around number 1. We had things such as, you know, the super speed jukes, the invulnerability from the Flash, having Wonder Woman be built as a tank or just an attack damage kind of carry, using that taunt very effectively to defend. Seeing the supports be bust out, whether it be Zatanna, who is shielding and speeding up, using that ability to kite and help out her teammates in chases, or Poison Ivy being able to just dive through on turrets or protect her own kind of things. Lots of awesome innovation coming out from the pros, and I can't wait to see them do more of this stuff.
I know, and it was really great to see all 10 of those cars kind of fly at each other. It's exactly what we're talking about, and that's what makes the game exciting as well. There's also the destructible environment. There's things you can do like such as super strength, picking cars up, and all these great little features on the map they add in, especially the meters. I love the wildcard factor. I love how it takes away from the map and it changes it. It's like a map that evolves and becomes increasingly dynamic as you play.
That's very true, guys. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick look at a Flash character spotlight, because that's the character that helped Probably go through this game at 16, 4, and 14. When we come back, we're going to have an interview with our MVP, as well as present, well, the awesome MVP trophy to him, guys. So stick around. After that, we still have more blended play matches, so it's not quite the end of the day just yet, but it is the end of the pro matches, guys. So stay tuned. There's plenty awesome Infinite Crisis stuff still to come from the booth here at E3.
Science unlocked his potential, granting him the powers of the Speed Force, as Flash manipulates even his own molecules to his bidding. Flash uses his superior speed as a power damage melee assassin to dive in and out of combat with ease. His passive is Speed Force, gaining power damage as his movement speed increases, as well as gaining bonus movement speed each time he uses an ability. Flash Attack causes the Flash to rush to a location, dealing power damage to all enemies he passes through. If the Flash moves less than the full distance this skill allows, his cooldown will be shorter than normal. F equals MA gives you bonus attack speed passively, and when activated, greatly increases the power and speed of your attacks. Hyper Vibration causes his whole body to vibrate with kinetic energy, allowing him to pass through enemies and damage and steal speed from anyone he touches. This both decreases their movement speed and gives Flash another stack of Speed Force. Using his insane speed, Flash's ultimate is Speed Storm. Becoming untargetable, Flash races around an area, dealing damage to all enemies in the storm and knocking up anyone caught in the storm when it ends. Quick burst, AoE damage, and high mobility make him the perfect assassin throughout all portions of the game. His entire playset functions around his passive and how his abilities interact together. By using Hyper Vibration first and then Flash Attack, you will automatically hit everyone you pass through, slowing them and dealing damage. Then, because all of your abilities gain you bonus movement speed, you can dive into battles, quickly gain movement speed, and use that speed to escape to safety. You can also use the increased movement speed and damage to stick on squishy targets and chase them down. F equals MA gives you the damage necessary to win those 1v1 fights close up, but you can be significantly weaker when your abilities are on cooldown, so get your hits in and get out. Your goal in fights is to burst down priority targets, but also to provide distraction for the rest of your team. Use your mobility to dash in and out so that the enemy is constantly chasing you in fights while your teammates are free to damage them. Using Flash Attack to dive the enemy's fragile support or marksman in fights will cause everyone to immediately try to focus you, setting them up perfectly for your ultimate, which both disengages you from the fight safely and deals massive AoE damage. Speed Storm can also be used to help your team escape, throwing yourself in harm's way to slow down the enemy team and then escaping with your Flash Attack. Build up power damage early for burst to fit your role as an assassin and finish boots early. Continue adding power damage if you are doing well, or change to health if you are taking too much damage. For stolen powers, there's no option but to take super speed, but you can pair it with a damaging power such as Meteor Drop for burst damage, or with Consume to give you a little bit more survivability when in harm's way. In and out so fast you could hardly tell if he came by at all, Flash is highly disruptive for opposing teams.
Coast City has known peace. But now, that time is over. Whoever controls the Doomsday device controls our fate.
A feral hunter ravaging his opponents and laying waste to the battlefield before him, Nightmare Batman has joined the fray. Nightmare Batman is an energy-based melee hero with great chasing potential who can lock down opponents for his team to devour. His passive is Eternal Hunger, granting lifesteal to all of his attacks. Vampire Batarang is a skill shot that slows your opponents, allowing Nightmare Batman to easily chase down fleeing targets or escape from pursuing enemies. Bat Swarm turns Nightmare Batman invisible for a short duration to stalk his opponents, and deals AoE damage to those around him when exiting from stealth. Savagery greatly increases Nightmare Batman's attack damage, armor penetration, and movement speed when activated, allowing him to both chase down enemies and win any close-range battles. Feral Embrace is the most fearsome ability in your kit. Nightmare Batman leaps to an opponent and suppresses them for 3 seconds while dealing massive amounts of damage. With his mix of stealth, movement speed, and disables, Nightmare Batman can easily pick off isolated targets throughout the game. Try catching the enemy off guard by using Bat Swarm to stealth when they don't have vision of you. Then close the distance for Feral Embrace to pick up kills along with your teammates. With his lifesteal and physical damage output, you can win most 1v1 matchups. However, conserving energy is key, as well as saving Bat Swarm in teamfights so that you always have an option to escape safely or disengage when the enemy is focusing you. Because Feral Embrace disables Nightmare Batman as well as his opponent, always be aware of where your teammates are so that you don't overextend and leave yourself vulnerable. There's many options for which stolen powers you can utilize, such as Super Speed for chasing down targets. However, comboing Meteor with your ultimate and then using Consume Matter on the Meteor can give you that quick boost of health to survive close encounters. Lifesteal and attack speed work well with Nightmare Batman's abilities, but make sure to prioritize defense to take advantage of your ultimate in teamfights and survive as a melee hero. Be prepared to terrorize your opponents from the shadows with Nightmare Batman.
Welcome back to the floor in front of the Infinite Crisis booth here from Turbine. We're at the E3 Expo, and we're about to crown the first Infinite Crisis MVP. I know everybody was kept in suspense by it, but I'm about to introduce him to the world. It's going to be CompLexity Gaming's Prolly. So Prolly, well, first off, you get this awesome trophy right here from Mr. Elements, my lovely, lovely co-caster. See, I'm the brains and he's the beauty. But besides that, how does it feel just to be the MVP here? Do you ever think that that would happen?
Oh, were you talking? Sorry.
No, not really. I was talking to the trophy, actually.
Yeah, please answer for me. Actually, I'd like to thank my team player, Choops, right there. He did all the big plays for me. He's the one who got me MVP this week.
So, how much did you have to pay Trooper off to throw the game like that and pick a not assassin character?
Honestly, it worked out that Trooper was my enemy because he happens to like really underpowered champions, so he decided to pick underpowered ones, so I looked like amazing.
All right, well, I got to ask, what went through your head with the all super strength strategy at the top point? There was a 10-car pileup that looked like you guys were on the LA freeway.
Well, that was really the idea, is just to throw all the cars at once, and at one point we almost one-hit someone with it. So it was a whole bunch of fun, you know. If your computer can handle it, 10 super strengths are going to be a lot of fun, if your computer doesn't explode.
All right, well, throughout the weekend, we saw you playing a lot of assassin-type characters. You started off with Nightmare Batman, did extremely well with that. You ended up with the Flash. We saw the spotlights for both of those. You had a plus 45 kill-death ratio, which is insane to hear from. I mean, you had a couple 21-in-1 games mixed in there. There's like a 32-in-1 game in there as well. What kind of tips would you have to say if anybody wants to play that assassin-type class?
When your team's killing someone, don't cast any spells, and then right when they're at 1 HP, cast a spell. Take the kill. All the honor and glory. You'll get this guy if you do that.
All right, well, if you two can secure the kills from your team, then maybe you will be an Infinite Crisis MVP as well. But the first one ever is going to go to CompLexity Gaming's Prolly. So anybody else you want to thank before we wrap things up?
Well, I'd like to thank my entire team. We got Nick Wu over here doing the D on everyone, and we got MIA in the back, and we got Louder Morris, so they're both doing all the tanking for me while I just take all the kills.
All right, maybe you could just turn sideways for a second. You can see the sleeve. Anybody else you want to thank might be right on there, guys. But other than that, we're going to continue with more blended play action from the Infinite Crisis booth here at E3, guys, so don't go anywhere. There's more stuff to come.